Yep.
Special guest that you are. Returning. I'm just going to speculate as to where you were. I had a whole writer's workshop in New Hampshire. Climbing Mount Katahdin.
You pronounced it
In a
correctly.
submersible. In the Charles River.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tenny Stadium on the campus of Marist for the Stockade FC against Valeo game. This is June 28th. Game is going to start in approximately 5 or 10 minutes.
It's a Wednesday.
It is a Wednesday. I'm here, Steve Patch, with my buddy, right-hand man, the guy with all the answers, Spike Vrushko.
Most of them wrong, I must say. Yeah, it's good to have you back, Steve. I was guessing as to where you were, climbing Mount Katahdin, Writers Retreat in New Hampshire, in a submersible in the Charles River looking for Babe Ruth's piano. But I see that you were just taking care of business in Rhinebeck.
Yeah, you know.
Soccer fans, and welcome to Tenny Stadium.
Welcome to Jordan Koscielny, the announcer.
Our booming PA guy.
Stockade FC.
He wasn't here for the last home game, and the chairman, Dennis, had to fill in, and he realized that it's not as easy as it sounds. So here we are, Leonidoff Field at Tenny Stadium. And everything at a college is named after alumni or donors, as you know.
And this is new for me. This is my first one of the season. I wasn't able to get here earlier, but slightly different setup. We are going to be able to see the corner kicks from here, which is nice.
And there's no brick column
Yeah, exactly.
in front of me. I kind of miss the old 1930s bricks.
The only thing is that the sponsor advertisements are on the opposite side of the field, which makes it a little more difficult for someone who's visually challenged like I am. I can barely read them. But other than that, we're getting ready to listen to the Poughkeepsie New Yorkers sing the national anthem.
I'm guessing that those guys are very good bowlers. And I mean 10-pin bowling, by the way.
They look like Candlepin Crew.
They're classic. Like I saw them at other events when I worked at the Journal, and always hitting the high notes. So yeah, rare Wednesday night contest here for the Cade. We got 3 games left. This is one of them, and that's kind of why we've already clinched first place in the conference, just based on goal differential over Hartford. There's no way Hartford can catch us, in other words. Even if we lost the last 3, they only have 1 game left. They would have to win and score like 17 goals.
And they've already announced
in order to catch
the date and time of the first playoff
it's all
game.
set. The Stockade has a bye, and the number 2 and 3 teams from our conference will play in the first round, like wild card playoff. And we can sit and watch and plan and do all that stuff and wait for them to come to Poughkeepsie to this palace of power for the Stockade. They've scored 12 goals here in, 4 games? Given up 1. It's just been unbelievable here.
That first playoff game is going to be Saturday, July 15th.
That's right.
7 p.m.
7
here.
p.m. kick here. July football, in this league, that means the postseason.
Yeah.
And last time 2017, when we beat Hartford at Dietz Stadium to win the trophy, was also July 15th, I might add. So who knows? Parallels here. If the Stockade runs the table the rest of the season and wins their final 3 games, it will be 8 wins, no losses, and 2 draws, which was the record of the mighty Hartford City Colts last season when they dominated. Although I believe they were eliminated in the playoffs by the Shockers. I'm not sure about that. But 8-0-2 is pretty darn good. It has Stockade in the national They do a national standing now in the
I'm
league
aware
instead
of
of the
that.
power rankings.
And it's on a winning percentage.
Yeah,
basis,
it's
right?
based on not crap analytics. It's based on wins and losses. God forbid we simplify. And Stockade's been hovering around 8 or 9 in the country out of 94 teams. That's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
It's like, taking the SAT. And
I don't like to look too far ahead, though. I mean, we can't start calling them the Invincibles yet. We got three more games.
No, that would be the team from Napa or whatever the top team is that hasn't lost in 7 years.
Valeo FC and your Kingston Stockade.
They're ours. We're stockholders in this team. Strong bench for Kingston today. Jamal Simmons is using a lot of guys, maybe knowing that he has the division wrapped up, getting some work in for some of the other players that haven't started in a while, and why not? And today's captain, a bit of a veteran, isn't he, Steve?
Matt Kozol, who's been here longer than the two of us.
Since day one.
Which is a long time.
Yeah, it is. So we got to be the oldest people in this press box, that's for sure. Light attendance in the Maris. Usually there's some alumni that come up and have a shrimp cocktail or whatever. There's hospitality areas. They're not in use right now because Wednesday night against Valeo isn't exactly, Inter against AC Milan. They're going to pick up the spare. These guys have been doing this for a while. And Stockade is famous for its anthem singers.
Poughkeepsie, New Yorkers on the mic. Well done, gentlemen. Well done.
Harmonies from Raymond Avenue there. On a corner of Raymond Avenue in the 50s. That's how you learn to sing like that.
Number 4, Alberto Molina.
Bacage being the hero.
John Kowalski.
With the late equalizer.
Yeah, an 89th minute there. Again, in the rain. Every time they go on the road, it's raining. But yeah, they managed to a 1-1 draw at Hartford on the 25th, and that point pretty much sealed the deal.
Number 30, Joe Holder.
That's Captain Cleon Price for Valeo. He scored a couple of them penalties, I believe. But we shut him down when they were here on the 17th. They practically are in residence here in Poughkeepsie. The last 2 home matches have been against this Valeo FC squad. Joined the league in 2020, an academy up in Newton. Not a whole lot of supporters. That happens to academies. But nevertheless, in the league, participating, and maybe they'll get a participation trophy this year. Who knows? Not sure who the officials are today, since there's no Dunkin' Donuts for me to run into them like I did in Kingston. But J.J. Duke at Hartford City always knows the officials because he has a special connection with the fourth officials table, some type of wire. I've been watching the
Something that we
Hartford
have lived without for...
Steve and I have been using smoke signals since 2022 or whatever.
You literally never know.
Knowing
It's
stoppage
like,
time.
okay, we're into stoppage time. Not quite sure how much.
Stockade decked out in their creamsicle orange everything. Shirt, shorts, socks.
26-4.
Steve trying to figure out the formations,
trying to figure
which
out
is something I
formations.
abandoned from day one when I was
You
flying
did. You
solo.
don't even like to do this. You don't.
Numbers scare me. If we could do formations in some other way with letters, I'd probably be more akin to obsess over them. But whatever formations he's been using have obviously been working. Because this team, the link-up play, the overlapping runs, it's all there. I mean, I haven't seen a bad game for them. Obviously, in the standings, they haven't lost yet. They have 2 draws.
Will you stop talking about that?
I like standings. That's what I like. I used to, when I was in high school, I used to do standings for my classes, like which ones I was doing good in or bad. In math and geometry, they were always in last place.
Okay.
So that's that.
So we got...
About to get underway here. It's 7:06 p.m., pretty much on the banks of the Hudson River, Leonidoff Field at Tenney Stadium on the campus of Marist College, the Red Foxes. Well represented on this squad. Almost a third of the roster, I think, still has lockers here at this stadium.
23.
Kingston won the toss. I guess they're going to kick off here. And why not? Oh, a little change on the kickoff here. Strategy.
So, in possession, it looks like he wants to play a 4-2-4, which is a very attacking setup. Siegel out here on the wide left. Fetchy, left side 2. Vivaldi playing a little bit more in the middle. Immediately into the Valeo third. Valeo gets a throw.
Oh, a head-to-head battle there. Might have been some contact, but waved on. And now that Stockade backline takes possession. Albion Bacage.
Flicked on by Fetchy. Looking for Siegel. So they seem to be, shifted over here to the left with...
For those wondering where the super striker Daniel Diapolito is, he's not rostered today. He's being rested, or he probably had a family event to attend. He has 10 goals. He's in the top 5 scoring in the league, I believe.
I didn't see that go anywhere close to the touchline. But... oh, we called a foul. That's why.
Yeah, Price kind of anchors their midfield, number 10. Very athletic, some size, but like I say, they shut him down on the 17th. He was very frustrated.
I thought that...
And you should note that the last match was 0-0 at half, and it was kind of a muted effort on both sides. Whatever Jamal Liz Simmons said to the Stockade in the locker room certainly worked, because they came out and hung a 5 spot on these guys in the second half to win it 5-0.
Oof, that was an errant pass that Siegel pounced on.
Still alive.
Taken over. Lost it in the middle there, Kowalski.
Yeah, Kowalski.
Kozol takes him down.
He was in good position there.
Definitely, pretty deep into the box there for a holding midfielder. So
you got 26 Dylan Kelly up front today. doesn't see a lot of action.
Looks like maybe they're playing a bunch of the Marist guys. If you look at the roster, a bunch of the guys who are in this lineup.
Valeo with an opportunity here in the box.
Edge of the box. Good defending. Lots of orange shirts. Nice take there. Fetchy to Siegel. Sorry, Ribaldi. Just short from Kowalski. Oh, good take by Kowalski. Gets cleared across.
There's a break.
Holder. Tips it into Ribaldi. Ooh, couldn't skip past his man. Almost did. Almost intercepted by Bakaj. Backline is retreating.
Yeah, Zach
Molina
Rabadi's
cleared.
His brother is on the injured list now. We have 2 Rabadis. Zach getting playing time.
Nice play by Holder, sitting in the right back. Nice turn from Fetchy. Rabadi back to Fetchy. Little out of reach. Well, you're going to have to forgive me, folks. It's going to take me just a few minutes here to get familiar with all the new names and numbers.
Yeah, every season it seems to be we adjust.
Yeah.
Kozel's still here. We remember him.
Bakaj. Nice toe poke from the Valeo keeper.
Zobre, the other veteran, is on paternity leave, taking care of his newborn son with his wife.
Oh.
And I don't know who else is left from that era.
Nobody really.
Yeah, I guess it was Zobre and Kozel. Yeah.
I was wondering if we were going to see some people like Nick Robinson come back. some of the stalwarts from the last couple seasons. But the turnover seems to have been working well.
Get Jeter back here.
Yeah, right? He was a Marist guy, too.
I believe so.
Maybe he transferred.
It could be. I haven't seen his name. Drew Barry's the keeper for Valeo tonight. He did not face this team in the previous. It's the third game between these two squads. Kingston took the first one 3-2 in the rain in Newton. No, that was shocking. They've had bad weather on the road, this team. Could have been bad tonight, but we're getting a break here. Steve, what's the air quality?
Molina gets dragged down. It was 31 when I got here.
I knew you would know.
Yeah.
You probably sell devices that tell people.
No, but the weather app on your iPhone tells you.
I don't. I have a Samsung.
Oh, right now it's 45.
Oh, here we go. I have a Samsung, just so you know. I'm not a member of the cult. That's why it's taken me 40 minutes to get the standings up on my phone. Balmy evening here in Poughkeepsie, 77 degrees at kick.
I'm going to move him. I want to move Kowalski back.
Slightly humid today, too. They might take a water break, but the busy back line for Kingston has been solid in the tradition of their coach, and that's what's kept this team.
Nice job into the box. Fetchy. The elbow. Kowalski retrieves it. Oh, overrun right there by Bakaj. Oh, good play by. And
he goes down.
Good play by
Dylan Kelly checking in. Why did I think he was up front? Well, he was up front. He was a defender way up.
Yeah,
and that happens.
He's sort of playing left back, but then he's tucking in style.
Molina scored that goal. He came up on a set piece and scored. That was brilliant. I just like it when defenders score. Kind of like Brian Leach for the Rangers.
And he did a lot of it. Oh, trying to put Fetchy in.
No flag? Oh, acrobatically.
Oh, he looked on the side.
Keeper is Drew Barry for Valeo. He's from Bradley University. The Bradley Braves. He's 6'2", and a Westminster, Mass. native. Or is it Westminster? I don't know.
I thought you did pretty well with Katahdin.
I flew over Mount Katahdin in a Cessna. That's my adventure tourism. And I don't think we were supposed to.
Holder looking for body long. Valeo just goes back to the keep.
I wonder where the Bradley Braves are located.
Isn't Bradley like Division III school in
Yeah.
Greater Boston?
They got a few D3. Yes, exactly. That's what it was. They got a few D3 guys from the college-heavy Boston area.
Good job by Molina.
Should get in the notebook
Squirts
business.
away.
Price, can't figure it out.
Oh, that looked like a handball. Nice touch by Rabati.
He's wearing 23. The number of Steve Patch's Dutch guard kit that he is wearing with his name on the back. He's wearing 23. I said, is that Don Mattingly? My usual bad baseball joke. He didn't throw anything at me. You know, the coach for Valeo, Tiago de Oliveira from Nashua, New Hampshire,
There you go.
played on in the second league in Latvia.
Huh.
He's got some stories, I bet.
Oh, sure.
Can you imagine the bus rides through Latvia? I wonder if Vlad the Impaler had a starting 11.
Siegel. There's your man Kelly getting up into the final third. Ooh, good job by a little back heel by Siegel to put the ball out off the Valeo player and get the throw.
Yeah, Kelly's been a ball of fire in this match.
Until trying to draw that foul and not getting it.
He's out of Beacon, New York. SUNY Oneonta product. It's actually a human, but that's how sportscasters describe college athletes. You know, they got a nice property of shirt at the merch table for Kingston now. It's very, very plain, very like minimalist property of Kingston Stockade. I might have to drop some.
I think I saw somebody
Dollars.
coming up.
Yeah, it's
I think it said Kingston Football Club.
instead of over the top, it's
Or
under.
Stockade
It's
Football
under the
Club.
top. I like that. Mind you, I'm not a minimalist, but I do respect it.
Skowalski over to Kelly, back to Kaj. Oh, nice take by Siegel. Now he's letting it run, hoping for the corner, and he gets it. All right.
That's Patch Leia from Valeo was battling him. He's a Southern University of New Hampshire penman, native of Pawtucket. The glamorous Rhode Island city of Pawtucket. First corner. Ooh, coming in low, then hard.
Fetchy with the back heel, but does not, tries to get the call, but ref isn't having any of it.
Drew Barry decked out in Heinz tomato red. For those of you who don't follow the game, the keeper has to wear a different color than the rest of the squad. I have a feeling if you're watching this that you follow the game. But just in case, for those just joining us, as they say on the classical music station.
That's okay. At least I finally graduated from calling him the goalie.
Yeah.
My hockey years.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
I had enough
Persistent effort here.
enough trips from the owner, Dennis, pulling me aside and saying it's goalkeeper. Patch,
Keeper.
It's keeper.
Joe Holder ran that out for Stockade. That was a good second effort by him.
I might have called him goaltender.
And then it's also offside, not offsides. I saw that shirt when I was in London. Hey, Yanks. I mean, who makes a shirt that's that specific and nerdy? Somebody in Coventry, probably. Nil in the 13th minute here. Not a a whole lot of constructive football being played, but there is movement, which is good to see.
And Stockade has got a relatively active press going.
No clear-cut opportunities thus far.
But they are making it hard for Valeo to get into their attacking half.
Yeah, the dominant midfielder of this season is on the bench, Gwanza, and I don't blame him for resting. That kid has done so much work in keeping the midfield. He owns it. He basically has the deed for it. And if you want to go through there, you're going to pay rent, or he's going to punish
They're
you.
calling him onside.
Interesting.
Uh-oh. He was off. He looked off on that one.
99's open.
Oh.
Wayne Gretzky misses the net.
Had a sitter.
Gabriel
And ended up
Morales.
with a field goal.
Gabriel, the forward, man.
I think the original
That
pass was offside.
Yeah, he's a Salem State Viking, Steve.
He was so offside, he was offsides. He was offside more than once.
Gabriel's a sports management major. Imagine that.
Of course.
He's from Everett, Mass.
Everett.
His favorite food is steak tips.
I love Everett.
And what do you do with the rest of this? What do you mean steak tips? What do you just throw out the rest of the steak? This is crazy.
No, you figure you take the tenderloin, right?
Yeah, and you kick it over
cut
the
your
crossbar.
medallions.
You take your sitter that you shouldn't have had, and you put it through the uprights. Give me some steak. You're not getting steak tips. You're lucky if you get McDonald's on the way out on Route 9. The long bus ride back to Newton.
Oh, nice steal. Fetchy almost got away with it, and the Valeo center back is chastising his midfield, saying, come closer, offer yourself. But we've got the midfield pretty well jammed up. 4-4-2 in possession, 4-4-2 out of possession, 4-2-4 in possession. So, that's a pretty aggressive
It's like Valeo has space, but nowhere to go.
Definitely when they have the ball, we've got them jammed up pretty well. Nice come out by Citron.
James Citron, Wappingers Falls native, a Manhattan Jasper. His first season with the club.
Speaking of Wappingers Falls, very, very quick shout out to Bobby's Brick Oven Pizza from Wappingers. They hooked me up before the game. And
I saw that.
It was it hit the spot.
It must be hard to travel with brick oven pizza. That's a lot.
Oh,
pretty
he's
heavy.
in.
Shoots, save.
Great save by Citron, kick save. That was Morales who just put it over the net. This time he was a little too conservative. Up, flag went up.
Using his left pad.
So,
the flag went up?
Yep, flag went up.
What, a day later? Over here?
Yeah, pretty much. Do you remember? I think it might have even been our first season when, there was that. Was it the food truck or was it? It was whatever the food truck was there. The first game we did, and they brought us this whole spread of food.
Yeah, it was some sliders or something.
Yeah, that was freaking great.
I miss the old snack bar at Dietz with the Lance crackers and powdered lemonade for $1. But that's enough high-end cuisine talk for me. No, it's evolved. It's great they have the food trucks, and Keegan Ales has always been.
We don't have the market, guy selling sprouts and lettuce.
Yeah. Second corner for the Cade.
Robity to take it, puts it into the far post, goes
trouble.
up, muffled by the keep. Oh, nice stab tackle by
Still
Holder.
alive here, still alive. Oh, too bad he didn't.
Sorry, I get
If he could
Holder
have got
and
that to
Kowalski
Molina,
mixed up.
Molina was right
Now
there.
Valeo on the break, but he seems to be hesitating. We got even numbers now. Good job by Kowalski and Holder to get back.
That could be trouble. No.
Cintron comes out again.
There was no gray and green shirt near that except for our friend Gabrielle, the Salem State guy. That sounds like a very goth college. Is it in Salem? I mean, does everyone wear black all the time? And Incantation 101? Sign me up. What?
Well, that was Bacage asking for the continuation, which he most certainly deserved. Because we had the ball free and clear in the midfield, but nice inside. Close down, Rivaldi. Nice helicopter. Crowd pleaser.
Rabati.
Nice run by Kelly. He picks it up. Siegel trailing him, asking for it, gets it, cuts inside.
Oh.
Launches a shot.
It's supposed to curl the other way, son.
Yep.
No, that was good energy, though, from that kid. I mean,
yeah.
I think you get your opportunity, in the 8th game of the season, you're going to go out there and have all the plugs firing, you know.
Absolutely.
And no smoke to speak of, and pretty comfortable night here in Poughkeepsie.
Yep. Although those do look like some bumblers rolling
menacing
over.
clouds over that tree line that you're seeing, that you might be seeing. We don't have a monitor. That's also another fun fact.
So we will not be able to see.
We don't know what you're seeing. We know what we're seeing sometimes.
Fetchy up there trying to pick the keeper's pocket. Came pretty close.
Yeah, Fetchy came in as a sub against these guys and lit it up.
Holder.
In his debut.
Valeo trying to break.
Nobody on the right. Look at that. It's the lone man. I don't know why Salem State isn't down there.
Well,
would you say
Siegel's all the way back, covering the right back, so that allows.
Yeah, Morella should have been up.
Kelly to tuck in
right up at the top of the box,
and
he was
so
15 yards away.
That just went from a back 6 to now they're back to a back 5 in possession. 5-3-2. Out left here, Kelly. And Valeo's number 11. Ryan Lima. I think.
I don't think he
doesn't say he's on the starting.
Yeah, that's him. He came in as a sub in the last game against us.
No, that was a number 10. That was your guy. Sorry, it was not number 11. Lima's not starting. He didn't start.
Sure?
Yep. You got an X next to him.
Oh, yes. He is wearing 11.
Whoa.
I don't think I had any data on Ryan.
He gave him a corner on that? How is that?
Nope. It looks like a goal kick. Or no, it's not.
Oh, no, he changed. No, he gave him a corner.
Too many balls here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valeo's third place with 10 points to finally answer the questions. Kingston, Hartford, Valeo, shockers. Syracuse still winless. They should try harder. Valeo corner.
Spike is so unforgiving.
That's a German phrase.
Nice job by Cintron to punch it out.
That was a violent
Siegel
punch,
cleared it. Fetchy
and that was a
picks it up.
Mike Tyson punch.
Rivaldi wasn't able to keep possession. And Kelly, I hate that call. Good. He called it a handball, and he gave it to Stockade. I hate that play.
Uh-oh.
When the player with the ball just falls on it and thinks they're going to get a foul.
Defender Arthur Teixeira for Valeo. There's another Teixeira on the team, but he's not related. What are the odds? And he's from the West Coast. There's no West Coast players in this league, in this conference. What are you doing in Newton when you're from, like, Newport Beach or wherever the guy's from?
Well, maybe he's visiting family.
No, I think he goes to college in some obscure junior college outside of Springfield. What a beautiful place that is. Yeah, Oh, it's Arthur Teixeira. Yeah. He's from Bunker Hill Community College.
There you go.
Bunker Hill.
That's not outside of Springfield.
No. Very violent place, though. What the heck happened at Bunker Hill? I don't know my history.
Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes.
No, that's what it was. What if their eyes are closed? Ooh. Fired into the
What if they're a
Valeo
bunch
bench.
of drunken English mix with like bloodshot red eyes?
Wearing bright red outfits, marching in formation. Throw for Stockade. This is exciting. Good to have you back, Steve. Good to be in the press box. I am so happy in a press box.
Yeah, did it get boring here on your own?
I know I was panicking half the time, but we got through it.
Panicking? About what?
Just
Oh,
my notes blowing
he
away.
turned to look. Oh, great stop by Citron. He cut down the angle.
Man, he must have played hockey with his shin saves.
His
like
kick
he's
saves.
wearing the pads.
Nope, Siegel lost it there. Got double teamed.
The Gary Cheever type.
Oof. Molina looking for foul. Okay, out wide to Holder. Holder moves it up.
Valeo with the chances so far. I'd like to see some orange fire here.
Kowalski.
Let's get in on the shot on goal action.
Kozol finds Siegel, who's got plenty of room again. Going straight at his man. Cuts it across. Great. He's wide open. Oh, Fetchy had a shot at it. He had a wide open goal.
That was in the air for a half an
It
hour.
was. He was just waiting for it to
hanging.
come down.
Oh, my goodness.
Just waiting for it to come
It's like one
down.
of those lob volleys in tennis where you're at the net and it takes 8 hours for the ball to come down. I asked for orange fire. I got it. Thank you, lads. Nicely done on that. Third corner for Stockade. I'll only call him the Cade 4 times today. I've used 2. That's headline ease. It's not really me trying to be cool. Those days ended years ago. Adjustment of the shin guard and socks. Oh, trainers on the field. There must be some contact during that skirmish. That was exciting, Steve. That ball,
Well, it was
when
after
the shots are that close, it's like you never know.
After the keeper fumbled it.
Yeah, Fetchy was getting out the golf tee.
And then
He
it
was doing-
ricocheted off and went up in the air. And Fetchy was just like, he's had himself all
Do I bicycle
cranked up.
this or
Yeah.
do I? What are my options here?
Yeah.
The flow chart to the back of the net. Yeah, he came out of nowhere in that game and scored 2 goals. I mean, in his debut. I mean, that's just very impressive. And late sub, too. His Summers, New York guy out of SUNY Oneonta.
Wow, he's Oneonta too? So both he and Siegel
Yeah.
are starting front too?
They know each other. Instinct.
Apparently.
I guess Fetchy was here last year, but he didn't get much playing time. Stockade staff pretty good at harvesting the talent, especially locally. And the find in Fordham, was just.
I think this year, if I remember correctly, there were only closed tryouts. I don't think they did an open tryout.
Yeah,
this
you
year.
might be right. Yep. I don't know what
If I
they
remember correctly.
harvested from the open tryouts. There might have been 1 or 2 guys.
Yeah.
There's no Bard player this year. We all usually have 1 Bard guy. but
Right.
Punch. Drew Barry being tested, and Valeo keeper.
Okay, controlled by Holder and out for a goal kick.
The dude who gave up 5 goals the last time they were here, he was from Nice, France.
Huh.
And believe me, he wished he was back in Nice.
I guess
after
the game must
that
not have been
second-
going fast enough for him.
I don't
He's
know.
just like,
Oh, man. And these were not cheapies either. The Stockade was like striking the ball from a distance. They're going in. They were getting loose balls and scoring. It was that second half was a thing of beauty. So 28th minute, Steve Patch back in the booth. I'm Spike Brusho. It's 0-0 NPSL action here. The first place Stockade against the third place Valeo Stubby Cannons.
Bacage heads it back. to Cintron.
They're in third with
Stockade
10 points.
Will
Hartford
take
City has
over.
4. It's likely that Hartford and Valeo are going to be the wild card playoff, unless the Shockers go on a run. But they have 3 games remaining. Shockers could be a factor.
Oh, Holder turns the corner. Fetchy making a run. Oh, a little bit hard for him.
Yeah, too strong.
Yep.
We could spoil the Shockers, too. That's our next match. Is a home match this Saturday. Busy June for Stockade. This Saturday night, New York Shockers here at Tenny Stadium against the mighty Kingston Stockade FC. They have earned that adjective.
Good play. Kelly covering there, working with Molina. Molina's got a pretty decent left foot.
Yeah, we got 3 Oneonta guys.
For a big guy.
3 Oneonta guys on the field right now. That'll bring the temperature down because it's cold up there, isn't it?
Not really. It's like Western Catskills. I've been to Oneonta twice, and it was to get my COVID vaccine.
Oh, nicely done.
There were no lines out in the western part of...
And the vaccine came out of a bottle of Jack Daniels, no doubt. Here's your vaccine, kid.
There are no lines out there.
I drove my daughter to Middletown for that.
See, everything around here was booked for
I
like another
know.
3
It
months.
was incredible.
So as soon as I pulled up the Oneonta site, there were like
I'm there.
appointments in like 24 hours.
I'll go watch the SUNY Oneonta team here, and we're watching half of them right now. I'm thinking of Onteora. No, it's very confusing these days.
Yeah. Onteora is not at altitude either.
It's no Plattsburgh.
No. Glens Falls.
Where's Clarkson?
Clarkson's in
It's practice-
Potsdam. That's freaking Canada.
Yeah, it's next stop Canada, right?
Yeah, that's cold. Those places like St. Lawrence.
They try to play
Clarkson.
baseball. They have a baseball team, and they never get to play because it's frozen until June. So they play in Florida.
Back before there was, like beyond your region recruiting in Division I hockey and having it all involved with like the NHL and the pro leagues.
Oh, they got a good program, right, Clarkson?
Well, they used to, and St. Lawrence too, because they were so close to Canada.
Yeah, I remember that.
But now all of the teams get players from all over the world,
Yeah.
and you're allowed to play college hockey even after you've been drafted, just as long as you haven't signed a pro contract.
Yeah.
So like there was literally like a full line playing for BC last year that had all been drafted by the Bruins.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
And that's a long commute from BC to the Price Waterhouse Center, whatever they're calling Boston Garden.
TD Garden.
Oh, I'm sorry. Price Waterhouse. Throw for Kingston here. Dylan Kelly going to take it, or is it a free kick? I'm not sure. The ref's not sure. The fourth official is not sure. There's some uncertainty here. Zach Rabati over the ball now. The Hopewell Junction native and Marist Red Fox. Wearing Don Mattingly's number.
So 2/3 of the half gone. Holder was offside, unfortunately.
The Dutch guards starting their jumping routine, which means the Jägermeister bottle is half empty at this point. So it'll be completely empty in the second half. That's when they get loud.
I'm going to have to run over there at halftime and show off my jersey.
Is it a full kit?
No.
What happened to that guy?
No.
Valeo playing from the back
on,
now.
Spike.
They got ideas.
Be nice. Spike, be nice.
Wayne Gretzky with the back pass. I don't know. I just would think that Valeo needs some urgency here because they need points to stay in the playoff picture.
I thought Molina was going to get rolled there.
Price working on the wing.
Yeah, they've definitely sent him up and tried to get him forward.
He's from Spanish Town, Jamaica, Cleon Price. played in the Jamaican League for Portmore United.
And, speaking of which, this Gold Cup is going to be really interesting to watch, Jamaica.
Oh, my God.
Because they basically have, like, 5, starting Premier League forwards.
The Reggae boys might be for real.
Miguel Antonio, you got Leon Bailey, and Siegel's away over the top, and he chips him, and it's in!
Nicely done.
Great goal, Siegel.
1-0 Kingston, 34th minute. You could see that chip coming, Steve.
He did do the Ronaldo Sully, though.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah.
It's come on,
Got
Siegel.
a little carried away.
Come up with your own celebration there, number 12.
A little carried away, yeah.
Owen Siegel out of Liberty, New York, another Oneonta guy.
Stockade goal, number 12, Owen Siegel!
Yeah. I believe that's his first of the year. One of the many goal scorers for this squad. The 13th home goal scored by Kingston in Tenny Stadium. This has been a hotbed of scoring.
And I have to say that vision and pass was spectacular.
Yeah.
Perfectly in stride, over the top, over everybody. I didn't see who it came from.
Yeah, I didn't catch it either.
I did see a bunch of high fives going towards Matt Kozol on the walk back.
Yeah.
So I want to think it might have been him, but we're going to have to double check that.
He's on the ball now. He's hungry. Let's hope he got the assist.
Outside of the boot
number
to
8.
Rabadi.
Willie Stargell's number. We start calling Matt Pops. Siegel wants some more.
It's also Carl Yastrzemski's number. Ooh, he just got nutmegged.
That's it. That's even better. Pops Yaz. One nothing Kingston. Here we go. No scoreless first half this time. Valeo.
And I think this is going to this is going to open the floodgates. I have a feeling because Valeo is going to start trying to open it up, and I think it's just going to give us more chances. I mean, I think that space was opened up because your guy Price was playing so much forward.
Yeah,
rather than playing this deep lying, midfielder.
That's kind of what happened in the last game 2 weeks ago.
Molino.
Price was the Omega man, playing chess with a statue of Caesar. And meanwhile, Stockade's running around scoring in the second half at least.
Bakaj trying to calm everybody down.
They had
back to Cintron.
Valeo had a Jamaican tradition. When they came in the league in 2020, they had about 6 guys from Jamaica that kept them competitive, and most of them have moved on, except for Price. I mean, we haven't fared that well against Valeo.
Who else? Damari Gray signed with Jamaica. Relinquished his England.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, between Damari Gray, Leon Bailey, Miguel Antonio.
So you got your money on St. Kitts tonight against the USA in the Gold Cup, 10 o'clock?
No.
Fox Sports 1?
I'm rooting for Nevis.
St. Kitts and Nevis.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, right. It's both islands.
Yeah, 40,000, population 40,000, I believe.
I've been to Nevis. It's
wow, I'm impressed.
Right next door to Montserrat, which I visited before the.
Who are you, James Bond?
Before the volcano exploded. And
yeah, you flew out at the last minute.
Destroyed half the island.
Valeo,
good link up from Valeo there.
That's right, the volcano action.
La Soufriere.
Nicely done. Steve Patch, international man of mystery.
Did you ever see the documentary about Montserrat?
And the evacuation that took forever?
No.
Oh,
about them and...
no, I didn't see that.
I think it was like Nepal and how they were both the lowest ranked teams.
Oh, yeah,
by
that's right.
FIFA,
Yeah.
And they had, they made some plan to play like a tournament against each other or something, like play friendlies against each other to determine who was the worst. Like whoever lost was the worst.
The bottom
team.
of the barrel cup.
I think it was like 100. There were 154 and 155.
And we all know those FIFA rankings can be dodgy. But if you're triple digits, it's probably accurate.
Yeah.
From the right, the Stockade approach.
This is Kowalski.
Little worm burner there.
Yeah.
Scooped up by Drew Barry.
There are definitely some interesting clouds about to pass over right now.
Yeah, it's
according to the radar.
been like that all day. It's been crazy.
This is not supposed to rain, but
Price all alone, as usual.
oh,
Little help from Victor Viana.
he's beating Siegel down this right end. Gets the cross. A great play by Bacage.
It's like we stole their playbook.
Uh-oh. Jeez. Cintron scaring me with
Even
that.
the mistakes are corrected quickly.
With that, like, buddy ball to Kowalski, I think it was.
Valeo in the back again. Patch Lay back to his keeper.
Who proceeds to kick it right out of bounds to the Dutch guard.
He immediately put a sticker on the ball and sold it a scarf. Great supporters group. They're somewhat dwarfed by the environs here, but that's like a grass terrace on the West Berm.
It's pretty great.
There's shade there, too, with those trees, but not needed tonight. But for afternoon games, which luckily we don't have any, it's invaluable. Valeo trying to organize.
Uh-oh. Looks like Holder got
Slide
caught,
tackle.
but Molina
Nicely
got
done.
back.
I told him to slide tackle, and Molina does. Molina's a great defender. He's having a great season with the goal scored. University of Rhode Island product. What are they, the Rams?
Mm-hmm.
And I always have to bring up my favorite broadcaster, Christiana Amanpour. She went to URI. She's no Ivy Leaguer. It's a party school, I'm told. There's always been a couple of URI guys in this conference. I like that.
Yep.
Keep them honest.
What are you doing? Kelly,
Captain
come on.
Matt.
Take a few moments. Kill some time.
That's right. 5 minutes left.
We don't need the quick throw.
Yeah, these guys are rush. It makes a girl feel cheap.
Oh, there you go. You almost had the ball out due to the turf. Playing like concrete. Okay, here comes Kelly. Nice inside to Fetchy on his left.
Oh, my.
And he crosses it.
Own goal caution. The yellow light was up there that could have easily gone into his own net. Did you know,
Great
Steve,
movement, great pass into the lane.
the Valeo victory over Syracuse, 2-0, their last game, came on 2 own goals by Syracuse.
Ooh.
This team has not scored since June 11th. They won the game, but there were 2 own goals by the Qs. What another disastrous season over there. They have yet to win a game in this conference. All draws or losses. Punchy. It'll go for a throw.
Holder.
No rush. There is a rush.
Into Kowalski.
They want more. Barry scoops it up, eyes his opportunities. Most of his guys with his back to him. Nowhere to go but short. Sun setting behind the dramatic clouds here at Tenney Stadium in Poughkeepsie, the temporary home of the Kingston Stockade, while Dietz Stadium is renovated in Kingston, and I believe they've yet to start. Valeo trying to organize. That's not going to work. You give me that ball, I'll put it over the crossbar again. So I don't know who the backup keeper is on the bench. I don't see one. Maybe it's because Dylan McDermott has the night off.
Kowalski finds Fetchy. Fetchy out to Holder. Fetchy tried to find Kowalski. Stole it back. Thought he was going to try and get a shot away.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous there.
There's barely a minute and a half left of regulation.
No, he's so far offside that he's in Texas. But no flag. Okay.
Oh.
Runs out of room.
Well, Jamali Simmons is telling them to slow down. So if they won't listen to me, maybe they'll listen to him.
I think they will. Of course, the George Visvari tributes were in the last game, Steve, the original OG coach of this very franchise. It was touching tributes. Used to see him at Bread Alone in Rhinebeck, and he always had a soccer joke. He will be missed. And Jamal, they had a special relationship. He was wearing a shirt with his name on it last week. Seems like yesterday, Steve.
Yeah, he was like the father of Hudson Valley soccer.
Yeah.
Left a big footprint.
Hungarian fella. Oh, some movement here from Valeo.
Uh-oh.
Some life.
That seemed kind of slack by Molina.
Price coming in, shoots wide. Nice velocity on that ball, but it was about 2 feet wide of the
Tell you, with 10 seconds
post.
left in regulation, that would have been, after completely dominating the run of play.
No, that's it. Valeo, maybe, the old pre-halftime tradition of everyone kind of relaxing, and then all of a sudden the ball's in the net.
2 minutes added to the clock.
Oh, our PA announcer apparently has a connection with the fourth official. Is announced.
We are going to have 2 minutes of extra time.
Steve and I are still waiting
And
for
yet-
the facts from the fourth official.
And yet,
Why let the live stream guys know?
and they still haven't figured out a way
No
to put
reason.
it up on the board.
Well, this scoreboard here, as great as this facility is, it's the most
It's supposed to be soccer only, too. You figured they'd have...
No, there's 5 programs that use this field at Marist, so including I don't know if it's D1 football, but I drove by here one day and they were playing the Georgetown Hoyas. It was a decent crowd. I don't think they're D1 in football, but maybe they are. The scoreboard is underwhelming, to say the least. I missed the old Dietz one with the Kingston Lion on it and the Medal of Honor and all that stuff. But you can't have everything in this life, as Walter Eisler said. A World War II veteran. And my uncle. Nice lighting here, Steve. It's Merchant Ivory meets Ridley Scott.
And finally, the offside flag goes
He's
up.
on a delay. That guy. 7-second delay in case he's cussing. They can edit out the remarks. That guy's too big to be a linesman, too. He looks like a linebacker for the Patriots. I'm not going to pick on the linesman. Nor will I are just wrong.
Kowalski, Siegel, and that's it.
Halftime, Kowalski thought he had more time there. The kid from Pound Ridge, New York, out of Holy Cross, the Crusaders. Well, Steve, it's 1-0 Kingston. They're ahead. This was, I love soccer thing or football thing. So here we go.
an undefeated team. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
This is new ground for us.
Yeah, I haven't.
Happened. The team could not get it together. Finished like 4th, I think. Yeah. So welcome back, Steve. How was your first half of
Thank you.
2023?
It was good. It was a great goal.
It was.
They did a good job dominating possession.
We told him to chip him, and he did. They listened to us. They listened to Jamal. Maybe he has a halftime speech a little different than the last one when Valeo was here.
No, I think he gives the same one.
It's boilerplate.
I think he still lays in on him.
You were born to be here tonight. Every one of you. The Herb Brooks speech I can listen to that 24/7.
So with that, folks, we're going to go offline here for about 13 minutes and change and take a little break and be back with you for the second half.
Thanks for joining us. We'll rejoin you soon. Far left buttons. There you go.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Patch here, Spike for Show. For the
Hello.
second half, Stockade FC against Valeo.
Valero.
Valero.
Not Valero. It's easy to make that. We were calling them Valero when they first
Yeah,
appeared.
that was the first.
My annoying Dutch guard handkerchief is blowing into the press box here. We have the windows open. It's kind of nice.
Well, we spent our halftime looking for information for you folks, and we got the assist.
We got the facts.
On the goal. Actually came from center back Albion Bacage.
What a season
Number 3.
the lad is having.
And it was a beautiful pass. Looks like we have 3 subs coming on.
Uh-oh. I see Guanza.
I'm not sure.
Guanza in the middle.
Who's coming off.
He's taking over. The wind's picking up here from the west.
We did just have a little bit of rain spit.
Some showers happening. Here, I'll disable the scarf. It's annoying Steve. Next week, I'm going to have a big fence post banner hanging out of the press box. I will have an issue out this Saturday for the game against New York Shockers.
So Gionza is coming on. Jacob Schulman's coming on. Another Marist boy is going to... He's a youngster.
Out of Cornwall.
He's number 14. He doesn't look a day over it.
I know. Could you deliver my paper better, kid? Don't throw it on the driveway. Put it on the porch.
And number 21, Jared Julo, another Marist kid. So, yeah, it looks like Jamal is...
Julo has started, I think, every game this year, and he's been amazing. He's been an assist machine. He does great runs into the box. He's not looking to set up 5 passes sometimes. He sees an opening. He takes it into the box, lets things happen. I like Julo. Wearing number 21, a special number.
But does he play up top? Like, is he coming in for... So
again,
Siegel's back out there. Fetchy's back out there.
The umbrellas are out
Holder's
here.
back
Tenny.
out there.
A spitting rain falling.
Yeah, so, and Schulman looks like... So it looks like Kozol came off, and it looks like Kowalski came off. Or is that Kowalski right there?
Second half underway, 8:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Poughkeepsie, New York. A windy Poughkeepsie at this point. Mm-hmm. The roster has just flown to the back of this Ritz-Carlton press box we're in. I just discovered they have a restroom here. It's been a while, folks. So Valeo defending the Donnelly Hall end now, the most boring college building in the world. And let's see if that makes any difference. I doubt it does. The rain coming down, the turf about to get slick, I'm sure. Maximilian with the ball for Valeo, dishes it.
So it looks like all the changes, Rabadi came out. I don't see him out there. So Rabadi's out.
Guan's on the ball. He's just had a great season in midfield, distributing the ball, dominating, shutting down opposing runs. It's been a joy to watch him.
So it looks like they moved Price over here on the left-hand side.
Guan's a Canadian. He's from Ontario, a Marist kid. It's an international game, Steve. I've noticed that through the years. They play it in other places.
Yeah, so Julo is set up, I think, in Rabadi's place. And we still got to figure out who Schulman replaced. I can't.
Well, they put on the cover jerseys when they take the bench, the pennies, so you can't really tell the numbers. Valeo with something down the left side. Price unenthusiastically runs it out.
Because Fetchy and Siegel are still out there.
I'm just not seeing energy from Valeo. That if you're fighting for a playoff spot, you think they would push the boat out to do everything possible to get points here. As disastrous as their last visit was, a 5-0 humiliation in the second half. Price on the ball now. Goes to Maximilian, who goes back to Abdul Bari, not spelled the same as the keeper.
So Kelly and Siegel are still out there. Fetchy.
No sign of Matthew Bell for Valeo. He's a goal scorer, kid out of Marshall University. Surprisingly good program that won the NCAA a couple of years. I don't know if he was on that squad, but Matthew Bell is majoring in entrepreneurship at Marshall. And in Huntington, West Virginia, they need some entrepreneurs. Forward for the Stockade, denied, but recovered.
Just over the bar.
Long shot off the American crossbar. Lucas Fetchy giving it a go, and why not?
Today's attendance, 579 people.
579 people in the rain at Tenney Stadium.
It's today's attendance announced to the crowd by Jordan, the PA guy. Dutch Guard is now under a tree on the West Berm.
That's why.
Seeking shelter. Drums a drumming. 1-0 lead for Stockade over Valeo. 49th minute here at their temporary home, we hope, in Poughkeepsie, New York. 20 miles south of and across the Hudson River from Kingston. Valeo with a throw. Maximilian was 16. He threw it in. There's Price. Valeo still searching for an idea. They should listen to a TED Talk video, and get an idea. It's all about ideas.
If I'm not mistaken, 14 Schulman, the one we're making fun of, looking like
the paper boy?
Newspaper boy is wearing the captain's armband.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Wow,
I think
okay.
so.
The lad from Cornwall is now a captain in his first. He's a rookie. I mean, you'd think you might hand it to, captaincy at this level of soccer is not as relevant as in the upper echelons of the game, but you have to have a captain. He has to wear an armband. He's the one who's supposed to talk to the referee, even though that's never enforced. Free kick, Valeo in an interesting area. I believe it's 99 over the ball. No, Price is going to take this. Price, the everyman for Valeo. All things fall. Does he drive the bus as well? I mean, this guy has to do everything. It's hard to find good help. Short.
Went short. Nice touch up. Going long for Fetchy. He's battling.
Staying with it.
He's almost there. Still got the back pass away.
Barry kicks it to the ball boy. Nicely done.
Quick throw. Good job with the ball boy right there. Holder. Drifts in the middle. And that's definitely
There
a
you
foul.
go. This is a nice spot for a free kick. Very dangerous area.
Looks like Guillon's is being called over to take this.
Yeah, Price with the contact there. This could be trouble. Light raindrops falling here in Poughkeepsie. 52nd minute.
Schulman's trying to stand over it.
Stockade up 1-0. Seeking their 6th victory of the season. Increase their lead in the Eastern Region North Atlantic Conference, which has 5 teams in it. Our old friends like Boston City, Brooklyn Italians, they're all gone. They've been replaced by some academies.
Nice one from
that
Shulman.
is just amazing. That is just...
He lined it up.
That was like a video game goal. Oh, my God. Jacob Shulman just makes quick work of it.
He goes right out and celebrates right in front of the Dutch guard.
Lower left. That was beautiful, Steve. Man. And no big run-up either. He had a very short run-up to that and curled it into the left corner. 2-0 Stockade. That's the quality of football we've seen from this team. That's just amazing. The Shulman steps in. Another rookie. He runs all the way over to the Dutch guard to celebrate. 2-0 here. This is pretty amazing what's going on. That was a brilliant free kick. I mean, you could draw it up on a napkin and then execute it, and that's what he did. Drew Barry had no chance at that. Who knew Shulman was, Jamal's just pulling the right levers. He's getting these kids in. They're hungry, and they're doing stuff like that. Like, I'll show you how good I am. Watch me bury this in the left corner. It's just brilliant.
Kosh heads it back to Cintron. So right on the 54th minute, Stockade up 2 goals to 0. The rain has stopped. We're getting yet another beautiful sunset.
You're used to those in Rhinecliff.
This is true. Sun setting over the west side of the Hudson River never disappoints.
There should be a painting school. Oh, that's right, there is. It's a bad idea. It's already taken 2 centuries ago. Here comes Valeo with some effort here. Oh, they connected.
Nice block
Yeah,
by
Guanza right in front of him. I say the nay, Rampager. Valeo with a few bursts of energy where they're connecting, but overall, it's, again, looking for an idea or a plan beyond just dumping it to Price and hoping for the best from the Jamaican.
Kowalski heads it out. Valeo takes over again.
Oh,
And a punch over the bar.
Cintron with a reflex save there. That was tough shot.
It was kind of kicked right at him.
Well,
But,
he had Victor Viana, the forward
that's a save he should make.
Well, a lot of guys don't, especially in the rain. That can slip right off your glove in a hurry. Victor Viana with the nice shot for Valeo. He was given space, and he took advantage. What we got on Victor?
Cross came in, headed out. Kelly.
Double V, Victor Viana.
Nice play by Julo. Lots of orange in the midfield there. Holder. Nope. Gianza was looking for the foul there. There was a pullback, but didn't get any call. And Valeo put the ball over the netting.
Yeah, I got nothing on Victor.
Kowalski to Holder. Tries to touch it up to Julo. Shulman. Ball boy is literally playing keep away with the coaches from Valeo. Guys like trying to get the ball. I won't give it to him.
Be careful, kid. The guy played in Latvia in the 2nd division. You may end up with an ice pick in your head. Oh, went over.
Oh,
That was a good call.
That was influenced by the coaching staff there, I think.
No, I looked to me
Julo
from my naked eye
Guianza,
that it went over.
out to Kelly.
The linebacker
Scott
linesman
Siegel.
called it right.
Holder trying to push up over here. Kowalski playing behind Holder a little bit more in this half. Here we go. Julo picks it up. Finds Fetchy.
Oh, man.
Just runs away from him just a little bit. Guianza makes a nice recovery after getting beat. Then draws the foul. No. I thought he was pointing.
Yeah.
Was he not pointing our direction?
I believe so. Maybe we're dyslexic.
Maybe he was just playing advantage or something. Siegel trying to make that run there.
Siegel wearing 12, which is one less than our super striker 13, Daniel Diapolito. If you're wondering at home why he's not playing, we've clinched first place, and they're probably giving him a rest, or he had obligations elsewhere. It happens. But he does have 10 goals, so he's done his job, as they say in America. And I'm sure we'll be seeing him in the next few weeks, and including the postseason, which we have on July 15th. The conference final for the North Atlantic Conference. Right here, live in Poughkeepsie.
Where's he from? Who does he play for?
Dipolito is a Westchester kid, plays for the Fordham Rams.
Got it.
Where he's not had a spectacular career, but all of a sudden this summer, he's on
Here's
fire.
Siegel, outside of the right boot
Oh, man.
with the cross.
Julo, he was mugged.
And he draws the
He
foul.
was mugged. Nice
And
nice
here
call.
comes Schulman again.
Nice call, ref.
Casually.
They bring in the rookie free kick guy to bury another beauty.
This comes up very casually.
Yeah, this Saturday would be the return of Pedro Espindola with the Shockers. That's always entertaining. He will probably pull his hamstring in the 21st minute. Sub for Kingston.
If that wasn't so true, it wouldn't be as funny. So Holder comes off, and Christian Skrelly comes on.
Forward from Bedford, New York. Another Fordham guy. I believe this is Corelli's debut. He has not played for He's not seen time for Stockade yet. Here he is. You want a Fordham guy, you're not going to get the superstar, but you're going to get the Skrelly guy. Shkreli. I like that. Christian with the K. Summers, New York. Oneonta. No, Fordham. Misreading.
Bedford,
New York. Bedford Falls.
Here we go. And he put it in again.
Unreal.
This time it was Julo, though.
In blink of an eye, it's 3-0 Kingston. Julo, number 21. Another free kick in the top of the box. And that's just, it looks easy, but it's not. But Julo, who's had a great season so far with plenty of assists, buries it to give Stockade a 3-0 lead. Maris kid, first season with the Cade out of Stamford, Connecticut.
He lined up with Schulman, and the thing is he's a left footer, and he very astutely. I don't get what he was doing.
I can't hear you, Steve. There you go.
Sorry.
Left-footed?
Left-footed.
Julo, yeah.
And he put it in short side, and the way he sort of measured it is he had it bounce right in front of the keeper.
Yeah, it's just
And then he proceeded to do something with his fingers towards the keeper.
Yeah, I
I
wasn't
didn't-
sure who that was towards. What that gesturing?
I
you
couldn't
know,
quite figure out who that was.
there's no way they have a beef with this club. I mean,
No, I
Boston
mean,
City, Hartford City.
I don't know. Maybe they
Brooklyn
play
Italians.
together. I don't know.
But Julo, he's had such
He's
a
a
great
Marist
season.
kid.
Yeah, there's a shot off the bar. Valeo not surrendering yet. That was a pretty good shot. Although Cintron with a great lunge to the left might have got that, but man, it just skimmed off the right side of
So the scoreboard should say 3, should it not?
Yeah, but it's bogus. They should fly the Dietz scoreboard in here and replace this one. I don't, most colleges have.
There they go. They just changed
it's now 3.
It's Kale who's doing
Of course he is. Our producer has
Kale, Capishilin.
And by the way, Kale, someone in section 40 needs some popcorn. Could you take care of that? Unbelievable. No, it's most facilities like this, and this press box is a Ritz-Carlton.
He looked on. And he crosses it to no one.
No.
I'm surprised he didn't shoot it.
Valeo not raising the white flag, although this is a familiar script for this squad. Second half, down 3 with it's only the 64th minute. So there could header.
Oh, great save.
Cintron is just
Cintron.
again. You put me in, I'll do it. And Ryan McDermott is our number 1, but you got backups like this. I'm impressed. That was great. Excellent reflex save. Just punching. You surrender a goal here. Valeo may have hope that they can claw their way back into this for maybe a point, and if they can get 2 more in the next half hour. But just a Spider-Man type save by Cintron. The Manhattan Jasper. Wonder where their field is. It's probably in some playground in the Bronx. This must seem luxurious to him to have all this space and turf.
Oh.
Because Fordham plays in the Bronx, too. I think they have a pretty decent facility, but soccer is hard in Manhattan, the 5 boroughs. You need space, and space is expensive in NYC. I don't know if you've heard. But up here we got room. I'm glad you didn't show up at the culinary soccer field, which is nearby. I knew you hadn't been here yet.
I've been here before.
That's right. I forget.
We've played friendlies here every year for
the culinary has a team.
6 years.
$10, Steve, if you can tell me what the culinary what their nickname is in sports. Or their
the knife racks.
Close. The steels.
There you go.
And it's a big knife. That's the logo. They have athletics there. They play like Yeshiva, Pratt, those schools. I did a piece about their basketball team a couple of years ago. It's a short program there, but delicious.
I gotta say, Schulman's got game when he starts to grow.
Who knew? I mean,
it looks like
number 11 coming on.
Kelly's coming out.
Riley Belknap from Baldwinsville.
I used to live in Baldwinsville.
Of course. Is there any place you haven't been?
When I was in kindergarten.
Oh, okay. Well, it shows you got a very good kindergarten education. He's an Iona Golden Gale, whatever they are. Yeah, down in White Plains.
No longer coached by Rick Pitino.
Of course. You think he was going to stay there any longer than? Good team though.
Yeah.
They beat my OU Bobcats.
Who was the famous pro player who played at
Ah,
Iona?
that you got me. I know Rick Smits played here at Marist, but I don't know the Iona guy. There was a couple that made the NBA.
It was like one guy that I remember.
No whistle there.
Great tackle.
There it is.
Yep.
And that was Belknap. His first touch is a nice tackle to diffuse a Valeo effort to move forward and score.
Well, Cintron has now finally decided to start time wasting.
Well, yes, they're being respectful in his grasshopper green getup. Again, with the lighting on this turf, it looks like an icy field in Maine or something. there's a glare off of it. You can all see the Marist Red Fox logo in the middle, which could be the alternate jersey insignia for Kingston Stockade, given the number of Marist guys on our team. Quality program. They won the MAC a couple of years ago. They had a pitch invasion after they won. I was here. It was delightful. My first big crowd after the pandemic was that MAC championship game. And it was a Sunday morning. That's right, I said Sunday morning. Students didn't show up till about 2 o'clock. They were all hungover in their pajamas. But once Marist won in a shootout, they stormed the pitch. It was beautiful. Valeo on the front foot, as they say. Maximilian, number 16, trying to effort something. He's back on it, Millian.
Jeff Ruland, the famous Iona Gale.
Oh, okay. I'll say I've never heard of him, so how famous is he? Maximilian, a Skidmore guy. He drew a penalty against Hartford City. They beat Hartford twice. They helped the Stockade so much, Valeo. We should send them a fruit basket. They beat Hartford in Hartford and at home and totally demoralized that team. It started when we beat them 3-0 here, which was brilliant. Diapolito with a hat trick, sending them back to Hartford.
So check this, right?
Tails between their legs. They were never the same team after that game.
Jeff Ruland, right, was drafted in the second round by the Golden State Warriors in 1980. And guess where he went to play his first year of professional?
Italy.
FC Barcelona.
Oh, I figured somewhere like that. Yari Harris subbed in for Stockade. Yeah, they get treated like kings over there. Fetchy's out. Yari Harris is in. Forward, a Kingston native. Yeah, representing a SUNY New Paltz guy. It's Lyer Harris from the Stun. Goes to Joe B's and gets his sandwich. Love it. He had some action last year. I remember him coming. It's always good to have a local kid on the team. A Bard kid or a Kingston native. He's got some size, too. You can see he and Gwanza teaming up. They could do some damage in the midfield. Like if you're trying to dribble through there, you're going to pay dearly for your insolence. Gwanza trying to settle it. Valeo can't get it together. Body English from
nice
Valeo
turn.
is not good right now. Down 3-0.
Oh, Ayer was so open. He's a big kid.
Yeah, Kingston corner.
Siegel and Schulman going out to take it.
Yeah, he had some action this is second year with the club. He had some action last year, I remember. What a difference a year makes.
So all of the subs have come in except Haskell, who I assume is the keeper. There must be. Yeah, number 0 in green.
Corner cleared by Valeo. Again, the body English from this team. 71st minute. Not hopeful. Down 3. Stockade have put 8 goals up against them in the last fortnight, if you will.
Well, it's safe to say Schulman's a shooter. I mean,
my goodness,
does not hesitate. Just launching.
Again, it's the Hunger Games. You put the bench guys in, you give them starts, they're going to play their butt off. And why not? Corner in, nope. And to have this kind of depth is a pleasant problem, going into the postseason. Knowing that you have bench guys that can come in and dominate. That's not bad.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Cintron
gosh,
way out.
has Cintron made a single mistake?
I don't think so. That was.
I mean, that was close, but he made the play.
Again, it's like we stole their playbook. How did he know to be that far out? I know that with that run like that, you're naturally going to come out as a keeper, but he was right there.
Gallons are running straight. Oh, Siegel gets his pocket picked. Straight up front. Doesn't turn Molina. Molina back to Cintron. Cintron up to Bacage. Bacage turns around and swats the guy behind him.
It happens. It's,
I mean, it wasn't
momentum.
even like they were running next to each other. He stopped, gave him.
There might have been a fly on his shoulder.
Gave him a swing.
There's a moth on you. I'm going to get rid of this moth.
All right, I want to see Julo with his left foot launch one from out there.
He will. I mean, that guy's he's
beauty.
been very creative in
that set piece was
the
beauty.
games I've seen so far here.
Gosh, this guy is on the ground again.
Julo is a very creative player. It's injury to Valeo, a right ankle issue, and we have Kowalski assisting.
It's like they shouldn't be time wasting.
Here comes the trainers. He's up. Pat on the back, pat on the head. Trainers with their special kit bags they carry. They travel light. They don't check luggage, the trainers. They have carry-ons only. And God bless anyone who tried to fly in the last 3 days, because it's been a nightmare at the New York airports. 70% flights canceled. My mom was trying to get back to Ohio. It took her 3 days.
Why? What was that all about?
The thunderstorms and tornadoes in the Midwest and half the country.
Okay.
And there were the FAA computer went down, and there weren't enough control guys in the tower.
Got it.
So take your pick.
I was
momentarily an Eastern elite there.
I spent some time in the Newark airport this past week, needless to say.
Better than having to go to Lake LaGuardia.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Subs aplenty here for Valeo. You got your 19 coming on. Man Albahasi, defender, is on for somebody. I don't know what I have on Man Albahasi. An exotic name like that, you'd think you could find him on the internet, but you'd be surprised. Oh, he's from UMass Boston, and he's a Revere native. UMass Boston, that's a D3 thing, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know what division they play in.
I mean, UMass is already there. Why do you have a UMass Boston? You need extra classrooms?
UMass is not already in Boston. UMass is in Amherst.
Ah, dang it. I'll never learn the New England geography. Thankfully you're here, Steve. And you can correct me.
I mean, we don't just have...
How many UMass? There's Amherst, there's UMass Revere, UMass Southie. Didn't the FBI guy go to UMass? The Whitey Bulger? He's probably a professor at UMass. Crime 101.
Whitey Bulger died.
They finally caught him after 51 years because his neighbor in California turned him in. They made a movie about that. I never saw it. The Whitey Bulger.
Oh.
Stockade up 3-0.
Uh-oh. Jeez.
Cintron's got that.
Now they've got Price playing up top through the middle.
Not a whole lot of subs made the trip here for Valeo. That's often the case in this
getting
league.
away from everyone.
Kid is quick.
He really is. Oh, that was a handball.
Oh, the entire stadium is
Yeah.
pointing to their hand.
Oh, it wasn't into his body. Come on, buddy.
Well, was that his indication?
Yeah, he was like, oh, it's
Flag's got to be
up.
up on that one.
Yep.
Yes, it is. From the far side, the flag is up.
Look at they're trying to the entire Valeo coaching staff is trying to get the midfield to press up, and they're all walking backwards.
There's a lot of frustration
with their,
on,
heads between
on
their
that
knees.
sideline. There's a lot of hands on hips, arms crossed. Yeah, They need some points if they want to stay in the playoff hunt for second and third. They really can't afford to get trounced again. Because they got 2 games left, I believe, against the Shockers. That'll be a big game for them. Of course, they won at Syracuse thanks to 2 own goals. It happens. Yeah, Valeo's at the Shockers next week. So, Steve, this is the 20th anniversary of the National Premier Soccer League. Did you know that?
I did not.
They should have sent us promotional,
There should be
hoodies
all
or something.
kinds of, nice ball around the corner. Siegel gets on the end of it. Over to a free. Oh, he goes wide.
Man.
And he gave the goal kick, not the penalties.
Skrelly could have opened his account for the orange here.
Any
Ran onto a nice cross.
Any relation to Martin? Wasn't that guy?
Is it Martin Skrelly?
Wasn't that the guy that bought the drug company and
Skrelly.
raised the price from
No, that was a different
And
one.
then he also bought the
Now they're paying dearly.
he bought that one CD from Wu-Tang Clan. It was the only one in the world or whatever.
This is an interesting story I've never heard. You always stump me with these things. Skrelly. Valeo with an effort here.
Price, nice save by Citron.
Cleared. Solid defense from the Cade. Here's my third reference. Skrelly.
Yeah, I think he eventually ended up getting arrested for fraud or something like that. But his big thing was he bought some small drug company that had some kind of insulin product, and he raised the price of each pill from $3 to $800 or something like that.
Spelled the same way?
I think so.
Well, we'll have to look that up. Did you have a Bedford, New York connection? Bedford Falls?
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
Sounds like a white-collar criminal place to live.
Yeah, well, gas is $5 a gallon in Westchester these days.
All right.
Yeah, 80th minute, enjoying a 3-0 lead, enjoying having Steve Patch back in the booth here at Tenney Stadium. I'm Spike Brusho, the lonely man. I was God's lonely man for 3 matches, and that's Travis Bickle.
They were even shopping for my replacement.
I know.
I was CC'd on that message.
Yeah, I'm not necessary. We got this.
One of those Dan Hoffey knows a guy. He's gonna email you.
And he's all he does is email, say, "Let me introduce you to." It's a digital introduction. Although I've talked to the Maris coach before, I don't think he wants to be up here during this.
Oh, is that who it was?
Yeah, one of them was Matt Vigiano or whatever his name is. No, they don't need to be bothered with this duty. And it is a joy to bring you the Kingston Stockade soccer. I love it. Look forward to it. It's. I felt for Steve. He missed the first 3 games because I know you like it just as much as I do.
I'm responsible for getting you into this.
You're in my will. Believe me, you will receive that $17 check.
It took some prodding.
It
took some convincing.
But you also wanted to do a podcast, but I'm not. I don't know. I just can't.
We've saved plenty of content for the podcast.
Well, then we'll keep saving it. Valeo can knock on some doors here.
And then you go and you're like a special guest on podcasts. What are you talking about?
You
can't tell me you're totally immune.
But I don't want to do I'm too lazy to do my own. I can barely get a fanzine out for these games. Although I am publishing the Fence Post this Saturday, so if you want some paper cuts, show up here in Poughkeepsie and you can get the orange paper and old-fashioned DIY punk rock style fanzine that is actually intended for fans. So
you were up for a Pulitzer this year, weren't you?
A gutter Pulitzer. They should have a gutter Pulitzer for slack underground
they have
journalist types.
those like awards for like movies,
I used to work with Matt Taibbi, an award-winning investigative guy.
Award winning?
Yeah,
Dude, he's like been shamed
lately
out of
he's been
existence
shamed,
now.
yeah. But he made some noise, and we had some good times in Manhattan. But I kind of knew he was going to go far. And his father was in the news business, so it's not like.
Yeah, but he like went all the way to the other side. Like he was like, I would say relatively respectable maybe when he was like writing for Rolling Stone.
Yeah, the Rolling Stone stuff was brilliant. I mean,
but then he's like.
He was like a Buffalo version of Hunter S. Thompson. Valeo trying in the box.
Trying.
Yes.
Dancing.
Trickling. Price is up in arms.
Shuffling off the
Price
Buffalo.
is like, I should have been a farmer. What am I doing here? I should be back in Jamaica farming a particular product and listening to reggae instead of being in Poughkeepsie, New York and losing 3-0 on a Wednesday night in June.
On a cold, rainy.
Nice breeze. The wind has let down. It's now a breeze. Before it was gusting.
But yeah, now he got like totally burned by the whole Twitter files.
Well, that was
embarrassing.
Twitter kills everybody
and then,
in the end.
Supposedly he also was like seriously Me Too'd for good reason.
That I question, knowing him for many years. He has a family. That I think I would question that. And having hung out with him in bars for a while, the Me Too thing.
Yeah, but
why? Of course, I support it, but people like
the victims,
they
like
see
who's
an
out to get
opportunity.
Matt Taibbi?
Well, once he got famous, a lot of people. I mean, that's the thing.
There's so many dudes.
He
like
said,
that.
she said. But
no, there's so many dudes like that who like walk around a newsroom and play grab ass.
But he was a freelancer. He never was part of an organization. No, I will vouch for Matt Taibbi. He gave me the job.
Ooh, Spike,
yeah.
You're shocking me.
I don't care about the Twitter stuff, but the he said, she said stuff. No, that's not Matt. Especially given his family situation.
Yeah, but they say that about all of them.
Well, he won't be canceled. He's in Jersey City. He's doing well. God bless him.
Well, I think everybody pretty much lost their respect for him with the whole Twitter files thing.
I mean, there's little respect in that trade to begin with.
Yeah.
Except for Christiana Amanpour, who's married to like the State Department guy. Whatever. They all have their scandals. Valeo player down here.
Stretching a hamstring. Like I said, they're doing more time wasting than we are.
As we diverse and divulge into media criticism here. I love it. This is 3-0 Kingston, 85th minute. Injury troubles for Valeo. In front of us, number 24, again, re-examining his motivation to play semi-pro soccer. Brian Howard, number 24, came in as a sub. I probably got some data on Brian. They're never going to want to come to Poughkeepsie again. They're goalless. They've given up 8. And it's not that they haven't tried. Our keeper, Cintron, has stood on his head tonight. It's been incredible. Exactly. And it's good to have that. It's not even our starter.
He's made all the saves he should make and a few more.
No, Brian Howard eluded my internet searching at 1 in the morning. Can't make fun of what college he went to or his favorite meal. Somewhat normal name for this team. Nothing on Brian. Godspeed to you. Hope you.
Julo stole it right in the middle.
Good seat on the bus.
Schulman. Gionza. Kowalski. Nice cross. It's right there, headed down by Valeo. Good play, got it out of trouble.
Playing some D, not giving up. No white flag.
Ayer was ready to poach though. He was right there.
Counter here by the Stubby Cannons. On the right side.
Nice save.
Probably going to the side netting, but Cintron just making sure he wants his clean sheet. And he's 4 minutes and change from earning that clean sheet. McDermott has so many clean sheets that he won't have to do laundry for another year. Valeo corner.
Oh, wow.
That was a dangerous header.
It looked like it was
clearance.
chipped on by our own player. I can't tell who. Oh, that's a guy who just came on Belknap.
Nice clearance. Molina in the middle of it. He's been a stalwart in the back line. I think he's played every game, maybe even every minute. But as soon as I say that, they always sub the guy out.
There's no one left to sub.
Yeah.
They've brought every one of their
very
bench players
quiet.
in.
Yeah.
They had 5 guys on the bench. They brought them all in. The only guy who hasn't come in is the backup keeper.
And they may bring him in for some garbage time.
Yeah, they should just bring him and put him like at left back or something.
Somebody did that the other night in a game I was watching. It might have been the Costa Rica game. The Gold Cup. Later on tonight, 10 o'clock, U.S. against St. Kitts. And
it's the U.S. like JV. It's
well, the Jamaica game wasn't bad. They got St. Kitts. Who else is in the group? I mean, it's pretty obvious the U.S. and Jamaica are advancing, but it's St. Kitts and it's Trinidad.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
No, see,
let's not say that and talk about the World Cup.
Yeah.
They killed us. They call St. Kitts the Sugar Men or something like that.
That seems like it would be incredibly
Cintron with
politically
another save.
incorrect.
Well, that's in that region. I don't think that's arrived yet.
Yeah.
The Caribbean, it's the Caribbean. They let it all go. I mean, can we still call Jamaica the Reggae Boys, or does that anger the people that like freeform jazz? I mean,
I don't know. I don't think there's anything pejorative about the Reggae Boys.
Someone will find something. Do you mean early Bob Marley or later?
Well, early Bob Marley was more.
Where his last?
It was more like ska.
You know where his last concert was held?
Where is that?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
There you go.
Yeah, we got that going for us.
Oh. It looks like Stockade has switched off just a little bit. It looks like they're
dropping him back. We've reached 90 minutes here. The conclusion is nigh.
We have not gotten an extra minute.
We don't have a connection.
Although the clock is still running.
We don't have J.J. Duke's connection to the fourth official.
George,
God bless him.
That extra time?
This will be our 6th win of the year. There's a whistle.
And here's a Valeo free kick from about 25 yards out. I'm guessing the wall is slightly less than 10 yards away from the ball.
Someone was just yellow carded, and I think it was one of the Valeo guys. From this angle, he aimed it at one of the 2 guys standing over the ball, and it looks like
maybe they were just talking.
Man Albahasi is standing next to their number 10.
Price takes it.
Oh,
and
my
he puts
goodness.
it in the upper right corner.
Rewarded for his work. Rewarded. You got to say that guy's worked his butt off.
And that's the end of the game.
Closing seconds.
Whistles it dead.
Yeah, Price.
Last kick of the game.
He was red carded and then buried it under the crossbar into the goal. Cintron.
He wasn't red carded because he wouldn't have been able to.
Or I mean yellow card. Sorry, I'm not colorblind, but in this glare you can't tell. That'd be funny if he read. So crossbar into the goal. Cintron never play him again. He was terrible. Bench the guy. No, just kidding. What a great
He
game
was
for
fantastic.
Cintron.
I feel bad for him.
The final here.
I feel bad for him because
That was a hell of a strike, though. It really was.
He played incredibly.
I don't think even the much taller McDermott couldn't have stopped that.
Excuse me, 3-1.
Jordan corrected by some kids in the stands on the final score here at full time. Kingston 3, Valeo 1, our 6th win. Steve, the juggernaut continues.
Well, I'm glad that I wasn't going to have to boycott the rest of the season. Because if I had shown up and they had lost, I would have been out of here.
Oh, yes. I was thinking about that. It's like, is it a Steve jinx? No, I frankly think I used to bring my notes to the game in a Paul Smith mini handbag. You remember that? I switched to a Millwall drawstring bag, and this team is yet to lose. So I'm keeping my Millwall drawstring bag as my file. As Stockade applauds their fans here that endured some wet conditions at Tenney Stadium, their temporary home. A lot of people drove from Kingston today for this game. I met a few. And the woman who lost her cell phone came up to the press box to claim it. Her first game, and she drove from Kingston. She had a walker. She got her phone back. She was very happy. And had a scarf and all the merch. Great result for her. Great result for these fans. Great result for Steve Patch.
And the team's going over to applaud the Dutch guard.
And the ritual drumming after that's been a new tradition, if you will.
And with that, I will bid you all a good night. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Steve. I'm Spike Brusho. What another great game of Stockade football.
And thanks to our crew, Kale Kapishilin, the one, the only
genius.
one.
A technical genius. And we'll both be back with you on Saturday. You can't get rid of us that soon. Saturday, July 1st, New York Shockers invade this territory. 6 p.m. kick. If you can't make it to Poughkeepsie, join us online on 11 Sports, the feed on the StockadeFC.com website. They're very good about that. And that's it. And as the immortal words of Sammy Sosa, keep it continue.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.